All right, so here we go. This is going to be an awesome session, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Remember, 8 top tips to massive change lifestyle habits so you can hit your goals, no matter what they are, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go through these tips. I'll ask you some questions as we go. If you have questions, just check it in the chat for me, and Coach Kriege will let me know if, Coach Kriege, wave. Coach Kriege will let me know if anyone has any questions. Remember to keep on mute for now, guys, because otherwise it jumps around the screen and can get confusing for people. All right, let's go. All right. Okay, so my 8 top tips to massive change, peeps. Who's not on mute? Mute. Click mute, guys. I love you. Click mute. Here we go. So before we jump in, I want to make this as like effective for you guys, so you take away these tips and you can implement them right away. But really, you kind of need to know who K2Fit is. Okay. I'm going to pause for 1 second, guys. Who knows Zoom well? When you're pressing play, I can't admit people into the waiting room. That's the problem.
Okay.
So I might just make this a big screen because it's frustrating that I can't, okay. So before we go, again, sorry guys, who is K2Fit? So first of all, who has ever joined K2Fit here before? Can I get a hands up if you've joined K2Fit in some way, shape, or form? Okay, almost everybody. Amazing. A few newbies. Cool. So real quick, guys, K2Fit. I've been a coach for 22 years now. I keep saying over 20 years. I'm like, why don't I just say how long it's been? It's 22 years. K2Fit, it is our goal to help people hit their goals, is my personal goal and our team's goal, to help people hit their health and lifestyle goals. So whatever those are, it is our duty to get you there. And we also want to do it in the most effective way, but we also want to do it without cutting out everything fun in our life. So you've probably heard me say, you know, drink beer and eat mac and cheese and you can still get in shape, because they're my 2 favorite drink and food things. So I mention them a lot because I want people to know that fitness doesn't have to be an all or nothing attitude. It doesn't go that way. So K2Fit, we run these 10-week challenges. Who's on the 10-week challenge? Who's actually signed up for it? Can I get a raised hand? Cool. Thumbs up. Awesome. Almost everybody. If you don't join by the end of this, you're silly Billy. I'll tell you why later. But you guys are in for this amazing journey. We're going to give you all the programs, meal plans, recipes, everything that you need along the way, plus all the coaching and support, which is really number 1, and the community, us as a team here, guys. So just so you know who we are, we have on the call, I think Coach Elizabeth's on the call, but she's on audio right now. She'll come in later. Coach Elizabeth does sloga and breath work. So she'll be giving you yoga, stretching videos, breath work, and other things as we go along the challenge. I'm Coach Kara, the big dork, the dorky leader of K2Fit. I'm the founder and head coach. I've been doing this 22 years. Love fitness more than, well, anything, health and fitness. And Coach Kriege, she is our waving now, yes, and she is our tech. So when you're on the challenge team, if you need anything anytime, please do contact Christy directly, because she'll be able to shoot that over to your program or anything like that if you're having trouble getting set up. Okay, but she also does her core things are core and booty, because she's got a 6-pack abs. And I don't know what to say about the booty, so I'm just going to leave it at that. From there, guys, we're going to keep going. We have 3 brand new coaches that have been working with us for actually years, but we've just leveled them up, basically. We have Coach Paul. Coach Paul, if you're on the call, buddy, can you? Yeah, you are. Give a big wave to everybody. See if, and wave for a long time because we have to go through the thing, but he's there. There he is. Awesome. We have Coach Panda also, who's in Sweden. There she is, dancing and waving with babies around her. And Coach Emily, who can't be on the call today, but these are supporting coaches in the challenge and in our 365 program, which is Actually, one of the things that we normally do these workshops with is just our 365'ers, because it's our personal coaching program. So these guys are going to help support them, but also you guys as well. Can I get a big wave from our 365'ers actually who are on the call today? 365'ers. Thank you for inviting everyone else onto the call with you guys today. Really appreciate it, team. All right, guys, I want to get into the teaching, but there's one more very important part of K2Fit. I could talk about K2Fit forever, but these are our head of teams around the world. Okay, so if you've never been on the K2Fit challenge before, welcome. God, if you've been on before, welcome. But these are your captains around the world. These are the leaders of our teams in different parts of the world. So no matter where you are, you have a coach supporting you, a captain supporting you every step of the way, which is very different than any other online structure. So get to know these captains, get to know the coaches. And if you don't have a captain yet, because we haven't started officially the season 17 of the challenge, you will have one. You could take a screenshot of this if you like, so you know which captain's in your area, or ask us and we'll set you up. Okay, these guys have all been with K2Fit for, well, some of them up to 14 years. So they know K2Fit inside and out. And the real thing about K2Fit is that we are all in this together, and we are all helping each other get from day 1 to day 70 and smashing our goals, no matter what they are. Everyone has different goals, but we as a team want to help you and support you to get there. I also ask, as you guys are part of the community, to be a supportive and loving and kind member of our K2Fit community, because that's what we're all about. That's how you're going to hit your goals. Mic drop. Be kind, loving, and supporting of each other. Boom. And then just follow the program. You're done. Easy. All right, team. When I say K2Fit is not just just fitness, it's not just health, it's like a lifestyle, right? We want to teach you and that's what we're going to do in the session, is teach you the essential things that you need to have long-term success and feel good in your body. Okay. Can everyone just write in the chat, actually, what's your main goal for this challenge? It can be weight-based if you want. It can be lifestyle change. It could be feeling better, more confident in yourself, feeling stronger. Can you just write down for me what your main goal is? And let's just see where everyone's at. Catherine's fat loss. Okay, good. Coach Paul, helping others have a successful journey. Amazing. Cutting cycle, sorry. Caitlin, weight loss. Awesome. Alexandra, feeling good. Natalie, tone up and get back into a habit. Good. Kriggy, consistency in diet, some healthier habits. Sarah, reduce body fat. Karen, lifestyle changes. Awesome. Getting more into the food program for lifetime changes. Good, Ginny. Delia, consistent practice to increase overall well-being. Awesome. Lose weight, feel confident, weight loss, stronger, fitter, maintaining weight, toning it up. Awesome, you guys. These are like amazing. Everyone has their own goals. Lose rest of baby weight, totally understandable. You're doing amazing, Marissa, so keep it going. Corey, balancing workouts, healthy work life. Yes, yes. Encouraging others in the challenge when you can. Corey, you are one of our K2Fit ambassadors, and we love how you encourage other challengers. Thank you so much, matey. Yeah, I hope we help you hit your goals too. Of course we will. All right, buddies, let's keep this going. All right. Just before we go into the coaching part, we're actually giving a trip away to Bali this season. Did anyone see that in the notes or anything? I'm not sure if anyone's seen that, but we just wanted to mention it real quick. What we're going to do for this, and I know it's going to be valid for a year. So my China peeps, I love you guys, and I hope it opens up before then. But if you win this trip to Bali, you win a trip and a retreat basically with the K2Fit coaches. So we're going to get you over here. We're going to hang out with you for a couple of days, coach you, do workshops with you, and the works. Go surfing, do whatever we want, really. So the number one winner wins a trip to Bali. Just to be clear, there are 3 categories in K2Fit. You do not have to compete when you do this. You can compete, but regardless, I want you to take your photos and measurements, okay? But there's 3 categories. There's toned up category, there's fat loss category, and there's over 40s or masters category, sorry, we call it. So there's 3 categories. And then the win trip to Bali category is the ultimate ewer. And that is going to be based on not only your photos and measurements, but also your journey and how you've changed your lifestyle. So we'll get into that more as we go. But does anyone here want to come to Bali? And just show of hands, just wondering. Yeah. So wherever you are in the world, we're going to fly you here if you win the ultimate ewer. So just a little bit of motivation, as well as we want to just get you changing your life, right? And getting your goals. And last but not least, we're going into the coaching right after this, guys. We do have to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, because these guys give us major deals, help us out throughout the challenge, support us. I think we even have one of our sponsors on this call. Sarah, are you on the call, I think? Can you give a big wave if you are? I believe I saw you, buddy. She's video off, that's okay. So when you're on the challenge, guys, we'll send you all the codes for the, she's waving. We'll give you all the codes for these. We have things in Europe, we have things in China. We will let you know. So thank you, sponsors, for being a part. Okay, grab your pen and paper, guys. Sorry, I thought that was last but not least. I'm a coach. I can't count, guys. Last but not least, there's this health and wellness bundle that goes out tomorrow for the challengers if you upgrade. So if you want to have an extra week of coaching plus VIP training with us and much more, there's breath work, there's a bunch of stuff in this health and wellness bundle, you may upgrade for it. It's just $27. So let me know if you would like that, and you get that starting tomorrow, which means you can start working out on Monday. K2Fit365’ers, you guys get this for free, of course. You guys are on our VIP program. Yeah, so new programs for you guys coming out tomorrow. Ready? 8 tips to massive changes, guys. Okay. Now, I could talk about these forever. I'm going to make it as short and sweet as possible, but I'm going to ask a question at end of each tip. And then we're going to do your calories so you know where you're at for the challenge. Okay. 80-20 rule. This is the most important rule that I believe that everyone should live by. And everyone, unless you're an Olympic athlete, there is no reason that you need to cut everything out of your diet and go all or nothing. This is when people roller coaster in weight loss and weight gain, is because they get on a diet, they cut all carbs, for example. And then by day 5 or maybe week 2, they crave carbs and they binge, and then they feel like a failure because they've had carbs and they fell off their diet. How do we implement the 80-20 rule? Okay, so 80% of the time you're choosing nutritious foods that are good for you, that you know fuel your body. Okay, can we get some ideas of those? Is whole grains, veggies, fruits, lean proteins, meats, lean meats, if you're vegetarian, proteins, legumes, beans, nuts, seeds, all of these things, whole foods. If it comes from the ground, the sea, the air, wait, from the air? Yeah. It just depends what you eat. They are good. The bush, grab it, okay? Not poisonous things. If it comes in a package, of course, you need to be wary, but those are that's why a 20 rule comes in place. One perfect example I like to use is pizza. I see people do this all the time. They go out for pizza on a Friday night, which is fine, totally fine. But a pizza is quite large, right? And I see them demolish the whole thing. One person demolish the whole thing. It happens here in Bali all the time. I don't know what these people are doing, but a whole pizza. Instead of eating the whole pizza, have 1, maybe 2 slices and a side of salad. And load up on the veggies, right? That's a perfect 80-20. It means you can still have pizza, it means you can still have indulgences, but you're focusing on making sure to get your fibrous, nutritious goodness. Does anyone have any questions about the 80-20 rule and how to implement it? Where? Okay, there, thank you. Okay. Any questions, team? Just look in the chat real quick. Okay. Guys, you're going to learn so much on the challenge, but if you follow these 8 rules, these 8 tips, you're going to be set for life, honestly. So write them down, make sure you know. Be empathetic, okay? If you have not watched my TED Talk, please do. But we're going through it now. So if you don't want to, that's okay. That's okay. Watch my TED Talk. Be empathetic. You set realistic goals and celebrate every small win, okay? When we have setbacks, when we fall off the wagon, if you choose to have cake at a friend's birthday party and decide to feel guilty about it, don't. It's okay. You're human. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself some leeway. It doesn't mean that I want you to have cake every single day. That's different. But if you're giving yourself some kindness and showing yourself some graciousness and just making sure that you don't quit, you're just taking one step at a time to long-term change. If you fall off a little bit, that's a little bit. It's just if you quit, then all your results are going to go out the window. But if you have a small little step, like a slip up, and you go, okay, it's all right, Kara, you screwed up. You had 2 beers, too many, and tomorrow's a new day, you know, and you just move on, move forward with it. I'm just looking at the chat here. So Ginny asked a question here. Could it also be for 1 to 2 days a week, the 80-20 rule? Yes, it can in a sense, but just be very careful because I'm not going to do the math right now on it. But so say you're approximately, there's 7 days in a week. There's five meals in a day, including your small snacks, right? That's 35 meals in a week. Was that good maths? I don't know. If you are taking 2 days and you're like 1 or 2 days and calling that your 20, that's like 5 to 10 meals out of 35. So it quickly can shift to 60-40, if you know what I mean, if you overindulge too much. And it's about the calories too, which is why I wanted to do the calories, and we will do it for you guys at the very end. So you know exactly how many calories you should be a range in a day to get to your goals. And then if you want to follow that and understand what your calorie intake is, and you get to Saturday, Sunday, and you're like, okay, I've had this many calories in this week, I can indulge a little bit more. I personally, just one more thing on that, Ginny. I personally used to do the 1-day cheat a week. It was horrible. It set me back like days because I ate so much in that day because I was like trying to be perfect for the like 100. So Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday, I'd eat perfect. Okay. So nothing that I really like wanted to eat outside of like clean, good eating. And then I just demolished like 3,500 calories on a Sunday. That's not good. Okay. So it's a calorie thing that we need to look at here. Catherine, every day is not a new day. What does that mean, buddy? Every day is not. Okay, continuing on, peeps. Next one, baby steps. Okay, so I want you, instead of to go all or nothing and say, okay, we're starting the challenge and I'm going to cut out carbs, I'm going to cut out alcohol, and I'm going to cut out cheese, and I'm going to cut out, could be a myriad of things. Okay, guys, I want you to take small steps, baby steps, replace one thing at a time. And I apologize about the hideous baby that we could find, but it's cable, you know, sorry, you know, we couldn't find a cuter baby to display here. I think he's quite cute. Look at his little cowlick. So one of the perfect examples of replacing one bad habit at a time is like, so Misty, who was in my TEDx talk, she had sugar in her coffee every day. before she started making changes, she didn't know what to do. All she did was take sugar out of her coffee day to day. That was her one change. That was her one habit. So that she wasn't crashing by replacing all these things, right? One thing at a time. Then she moved on to taking soda out of her diet so that you can make these small baby steps, okay? To make small incremental habits. Any questions, team? If I'm talking too fast, I'm sorry. I have so much information I want to give you guys, and I want to get to your calories too. All right, so we're going to go to number 4. So number 4 is find your community. Okay, hi guys, we're finding our community here. I'm not waving to you guys, I'm waving to people on the camera. You weirdos. Our friends just came in. Our family's staying with us. All right, team. So find your community. So surround yourself with like-minded people that are going to encourage you to keep going no matter what. Okay. There are going to be days that you don't feel like going to the gym. Heck, there's days that I don't feel like going to the gym, but there is this community support, accountability that I have to you guys, to my coaches, to my partner, to my kid, to live my best life. And that encourages me to lace up my shoes, which don't have shoelaces at all, actually. And I go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week. If you work out at home, that's cool. You can work out totally at home on the K2Fit Challenge as well. And yes, this is a picture of us at a Spartan race in Hong Kong about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Oh, God, I don't know. Community. Seriously, peeps, even if it's just K2Fit Challenge, you're going to get that community right there. But find people that are like-minded like you, that want to go to the gym, want to work out, okay, that encourage you and bring you up when you're down. Sometimes it's hard to do it yourself. Protein, okay, eat protein at each meal. Okay, you need a protein source, and this is generally where people will find that they lack nutrients. They're not taking enough of this macronutrient. So if you're not sure what macronutrients are, they're proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And we need a good support of all of them and a good ratio. And where people tend to go wrong is that they don't get enough protein in their days. Protein helps gain lean mass. Protein also, when you have more lean mass, you burn more fat tissue, okay? So it doesn't mean you have to eat a chicken breast every single meal. Some sort of protein. We're giving you the shopping list soon, you guys. You'll be able to check that out, okay? Any questions about that? So protein first. First on your mind, like you don't have to eat it first, okay? First, when you're loading up your plate, make sure you have a good source of protein. Load up tons of awesome nutrient-dense veggies, okay? And then add your starchy carbs at a small ratio. Paul, you like your chicken breasts? Then you can have them every meal if you want, buddy. No problem. Go for it. You eat them up. Okay, guys. Now this is kind of a tricky one, because if you have more than 5 kilos to lose, for example, the scale is going to be. I understand that you want to see a number move on the scale, but the scale is really just. It's just our body against gravitational force on the earth. Like it doesn't mean anything. What means something is how you look, how you feel, and what your shape is, right? For you. Again, no judgment. You guys have to want your goals, whatever they are. But the reason I say forget the scales is I don't want you to obsess over them. What I want you to do, okay, if you use the scale, use it the same time once a week. So Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. before you go to work. I don't know what time you go to work. I don't know if you want to do this on a Wednesday. I'm just throwing it out there for you guys. Okay? Once per week. In the challenge, you're going to do these photos. Even if you are not competing in the challenge, you guys, trust me when I say this, and you'll see me say this a gazillion times. The amount of people that tell me at the end of the challenge that they wish they'd taken photos, or vice versa, when I ask them to compare their afters, when they've said, Kara, I don't think I've done much, I don't want to take my after photos, and I'm like, just take the photos, and they take the photos and they see, oh, here's day 1, day 70, and can see that change. I mean, people are flabbergasted. I don't know what that word, where that came from, but people are flabbergasted. I'm going with it. Okay. Because when we see ourselves in the mirror every single day, you don't see the micro changes that are happening in the body. You just don't. You can't. It's impossible because you see yourself in the same clothes in the same way, and you don't probably stare at yourself when you're standing like this. Like, you probably don't do that. Take the photos, okay? So take all these photos, measurements as well, because measurements will tell you. This is accurate data that will tell you how you're doing, how your progress is. So if you are in the challenge, you're going to do this. I want you guys to print out the challenger sheet, just tape it on the wall behind you, and then you can take your 5 photos: front, side, back, front flex, back flex. Any questions about photos? Oh, real quick. All photos are private, guys. We do not share these online. They're not seen by anyone online publicly at all. The only people you see online is people that have won the challenge, or people that give us permission and say, hey, yeah, Kara, you can use me as a testimonial. I'm really happy with my results. Boom, share it out. Okay, so as much as it might be uncomfortable taking these photos, it is for your best interest, guys. I mean, great that I get to see them and I get to see the change with you, because then I get to celebrate with you as well. But they don't go anywhere other than between us, okay? Any questions, team, before I keep moving? Okay. Split training. I'm so glad that most of you here, I think almost everyone's here on the K2Fit challenge or on K2Fit365. So you will know this. Sarah, you're brand new to joining the challenge this time. So there's a few people I see that are brand new. Workout splits. Okay, what I do and the way I switch it up for you guys is to make sure that you split the routine so you're not hitting the same muscle group day after day after day. And the reason for that, if you do full body workouts every single day, your muscles have no time to repair and recover. Okay, so by splitting them up to like back and biceps one day, chest and triceps, or just here, there's a workout schedule here. So we do full body sometimes, there's full body, and then we do an upper body focus. Then we do a lower body focus. Then we do an abs focus. Then we do a stretch focus. So it will be split, and each week, so your workouts change every 2 to 3 weeks, okay? So those will change. It is essential for your progress. And again, 22 years of body transformations. This is why I program this way, okay? So follow the workouts. If you have any questions as we go, of course, ask me or any of the coaches and captains that I introduced you to before. Sarah, can I stick with my usual 1 hour workout? What's your usual 1 hour workout, buddy? Can you be more specific? 30 minutes cardio, 30 minutes on the floor. What, is that sleeping? 30 minutes cardio, and then she's like, yeah, you can do that for sure, for sure. Once you see the program, Sarah, because they are designed to help transform you and progressively get harder as you get stronger through the 10 weeks. So you might be actually very comfortable doing this 30-minute cardio and 30 minutes sleep, no, 30 minutes floor training, but your body may not change that much because it's doing the same thing every single day. And that's also why you want to change workouts, is because if you do the same thing, so if honestly, like, you know how it's hard to explain in a quick way. Basically your body will plateau because your body gets used to the same thing. So it has no rhyme or reason to get stronger, get fitter, get leaner, and shape down or lean up, depending on what you're trying to do, okay? If you don't change the adaptation or the progression so that your body has to go, oh crap, I've got to work harder to do this. OTF, what's OTF? Orange fit theory, OTF. But anyway, we can go, I'll explain more to Sarah. Send it to me in PM after. I'm curious about the workout, how they do it. And Coach Kriggy, smart. I would really suggest trying some of the new workouts. You'll see your body change so much. Yes, because it's brand new and your body will be like, ah, and yay at the same time. Natalie, you guys will tell us exactly what to do. What exactly to do? Yes, 100%. So you're going to get your workouts that have each day written on it, very specific. Do this exercise this many times, then move to this exercise this many times, and you're just going to follow it exactly. And we give you full instructions, time limits, this kind of thing. Super, super informational. And if you have any questions once you get them, Natalie, let us know. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Last but not least on the 8 tips, guys, if you didn't write down these tips, I suggest you do. I can send them out to you. If you do this consistently every day, these 8 things, you will have long-term success. Okay. Honestly. So write them down. You do you. Take time for you every day, some time. It doesn't have to be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour of yoga or stretching or breath work or whatever, but at least 5. Take 5 minutes, take 10 minutes, put your phone away. Don't pay attention to anyone except for you. You deserve you time. And that means taking everything else away from you so you can just look inward and just take some time to breathe deep. Take some time to lay on the floor for 30 minutes like Sarah does. Just do you, okay? But I want you to put devices away and get some de-stress in there sometime in your day, okay? We talk about this in the challenge, but these things are key to help you. Any questions on the 8? And then I need you guys to have a pen, paper, and probably a calculator. This is called a phone, actually, but it has a calculator. I think most do now. Any questions, team? Nope. Okay. Here we go. All right. How much should you eat? This is the #1 question I get about food, right? Our bodies need so much nutrition and we use so much fuel. Our nutrition is fuel for our body, right? So we need to figure out exactly what to eat, how much to eat for our goals. Peter, every time you come in, please mute, mate. It's okay, I already did it for you. I love you. Okay, so here we go, team. First step, you need to figure this out. You need to do a little bit of math here, guys. We are going to do your basal metabolic rate. Do you guys know what basal metabolic rate is? If not, I'm just really going to explain it. Okay, this is basal metabolic rate is what you burn in a day. Okay, that includes everything. That includes your activity. It includes your sleep. It includes going to the washroom. It includes eating. It includes sitting. It includes laying on the floor for 30 minutes. Okay, it includes all of your activity in a 24-hour period. Activity or sedentary, doesn't matter. This is your basal metabolic rate. Women are going to use this. Men use this one. Once you have that down, write it in the chat. Write your number or just write done so I know everyone's done. You don't have to share if you don't want to. Alexandra, your question. So this means every year you can eat less? It depends. It depends on your weight. It depends on your activity, which is what we're going to figure out. You got this, Natalie. You can do this. Do brackets together. Remember to do brackets together, team. I'm horrible at math, but I do know that you need to figure this out, and that's one number. You need to figure this out. That's one number. And then that number. You're going to plus, then minus. Do not get this one wrong, guys. The last one here. Plus, minus. When you're done yours, are you figuring yours out, Craigie? I'm sure I know. Remember, when you're done, just put either your number in the chat or just say done. So I know everyone's up to speed. I haven't done mine in a while, actually, so I definitely have to change mine. Guys, I'm the heaviest I've ever been right now. I'm fine with it. 672. Because the scale doesn't matter. What matters is how you feel. Why is this so big? Why did my chat go so big? Okay, so we're getting people putting in their numbers. Awesome, team. Keep putting them in, please. Okay. Put them in and keep that number written down, right? You give another minute so people can get it done. And apparently Christy and I are doing ours now too.
Why it's gonna take so long?
Yeah, because our math skills are amazing. Oh, I'm 42 now too. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna do mine later, but I've got this. All right, team. Has everyone got it? Looks like quite a few people. I forgot something. 1745. Are you good now, Julie? So once you have, okay, cool. So once you have that, guys, Maria, I feel like yours is low just by looking. Can you just double check? And guys, I'm gonna go to the next screen, but I'll quickly share this in case you need to recalculate, okay? So now that we have your basal metabolic rate, again, that is what you burn in a day without any physical activity added in, okay? So now we're gonna think about our K2Fit workouts, for example, okay? So we can take your BMR and we're gonna figure out your TDE. So you're gonna take your BMR and you're gonna times depending on how active you are, okay? In the K2Fit challenge, you will be working out at least 3 days per week, but some people will be doing 5 days per week. It's up to you. If you're doing more on if you think you're gonna do light or around 3 days a week, I would put lightly active. If you're going to hit 5 days a week of just the K2Fit training, I would still put moderate. If you're going to add cardio on top of that, then you could do very active. Okay, so choose somewhere in this range, I would say, for K2Fit challengers. So you times by 1.55, for example, and you get your number. So once you get your number, put it in the chat. Maria, the number in the front is your BMR. So the BMR is this one, what we just figured out. So once you figure out this one, your number here, you times it by this to figure out. Once you have your number, check it in the chat for me, please, peeps. This is awesome, guys. You're doing great. Alexandra, you can, choose moderate to start. What you could actually do 2, guys, but I just wanted you to start with the one that you thought was best for your level. If it's K2Fit, moderate right now, unless you're adding in a lot of cardio or other activities on the outside. Okay, so what I'm gonna explain to you guys now. So you have your number of your calories and how much you should eat per day. So TDEE is your total daily energy expenditure. That's what you're burning every single day, including your K2Fit workout. Okay, if you're not in K2Fit, please join, you silly bugger. Um, so that's what you should eat in your day with your workouts. Okay, now with that said, that's going to keep you exactly where you're at weight wise, not shape wise, weight wise. Okay, so for those of you, when I asked about your goals, who want to lose weight, you can now deduct maximum of 500 to lose weight. Okay, maximum. I honestly would start with like maybe 200 and see how it feels. Okay, but maximum. So you can figure out that number, guys, now. So, but going back to here real quick for a second. So Alexandra, you asked about which zone. So if you're more lightly active, but you know you're coming on to K2Fit, you could calculate lightly active and the moderate. And what that does is it gives you a range. It gives you an idea of where you should be calorie wise. So if your lightly active tells you that you should eat only 1,800 calories per day, but your moderate tells you should eat 2,100 calories per day, you have this little leeway, and then it just depends on your activity in that day. Okay, because on days when you're more active, you're burning more calories, your body is going to feel it. You're going to need to eat more calories, but we want to find out your range. If I'm over explaining, I'm sorry guys if it's too much information. I just want to try and give you as much information. So ask me questions if it's confusing or if you have a question, because someone might also be thinking the same thing. Janina, that's just this equation. That's how the equation is. I couldn't go into the science of it, why that is. It's a Harris-Benedict equation if you want to Google it and find out why the math is different. It definitely has to do with the size, testosterone, and these kind of things behind, but I don't know exactly because it's I just use the equation. I'm not a mathematician. Don't even ask me to count. Julie, 19 to 2,200 seems like a lot. Definitely not a lot, but definitely not a lot. But next steps, what we're gonna do, Julie. So just hold on, buddy. Christina, they both say lightly active and moderate. Yeah, they're 3 to 5 days. So that's why I was saying if lightly active, you're doing, maybe we'll just change this for future, but this is the equation from the science of this Harris-Benedict equation. So I didn't want to change this, okay? But for my purpose of explaining it to you guys, light training, lightly active would be 3 to 4 maybe times per week. Moderate, maybe 4 to 5 times per week, okay? And at a higher intensity. It depends on if you're lightly active and you're walking and just skipping a little bit, or if you're moderate 3 to 5 times a week and doing a run. So there's levels of what your exercise is. But on the K2Fit, and maybe we can do that on the K2Fit style of programming, this what it means. So does that help you, Christina? Alexander, feeling hungry is a good thing. Definitely. I wake up and I feel hungry, and then I know exactly when to eat. Definitely. You shouldn't aim to feel full at all times or satiate at all times. Sometimes it's good to have that feeling of hunger, of course. It's just not like, I say eat every about 4 hours at the very outside. When you eat every 5 hours, every 6 hours, it's a bit tricky because you tend to overeat at that time because you're more hungry. And so you take in more calories than if you're eating more frequently and your body is satiated. So that's why I like the eating 4 to 5 times per day, about 4 hours in between, just snacks. It doesn't mean you're eating these huge meals. And you'll see that on the K2Fit guidelines as well. Corey, your TD can't be right, buddy. 1,000 calories you're going to waste away on us, bud. Alexandra, I would, so next, okay, team, so we're going to move to the next step. And on those days, I would actually consider doing a calorie count, what you had on those days, why you're feeling hungry. And then if you're not sleeping well, then you definitely should eat, because you're probably not, haven't taken enough energy in the day. Or maybe you ate something that's increased your, you know, like, did you have coffee too late, or chocolate, or something that's like isn't allowing you to reset. But I'm going to jump to here, guys. So for anyone that does want to track calories, okay, these are probably two of the best bets, is MyFitnessPal or Chronometer. And it's a little bit tedious at first, okay, to do this. But once you've done it for at least a week, I would do a week. Then because we're pretty, like, as humans, we're repetitious. We eat most of the same things all the time, with like little differences here and there, right? Not the exact same meals, but same foods. Like, I eat tomatoes every single day. So if I've put that in MyFitnessPal, it'll be like, oh, tomatoes. And you can quickly click the things that you have every single day. So how to best track your calories, do it on one of these devices, and then you can see where you're at exactly in your day and where you need to change it. And in the challenge, we're going to give you some guidance on where your fats, carbohydrates, and protein should be at also. And those two apps will help you track that. Guys, last but definitely not least, because we're not leaving, okay? If you think the idea of counting calories is way too much for you to take in, maybe this is your first time coming on K2Fit. Maybe this is your first time learning how to eat foods that fuel your body and are going to help you hit your goals, okay? So if counting calories makes you hit your head and you're not going to do it, don't do it, okay? This is like absolutely, totally, easily doable if you just follow the hand portion sizing here. So when you're doing this, basically it says over here, guys, okay? So 1 palm, okay, that's your size of your protein, okay? So whatever you're having on your plate, you don't have to put it in your palm and then put it on your plate, okay? But you can eyeball it. You'll be like, all right, it's about this thick, it's about this big. That's about my protein source, okay? So 1 thumbnail of fats. So that's just with your oils that you put on the pan before you're cooking. So you make sure you're not overdoing it like they do here in nasi goreng in Bali. I've seen how much oil they put in that. Oops. Probably in China too, with all the dishes. Okay, so then I'm just gonna jump to like fist. Okay, so this is your carbs. Okay, this is like, actually, I don't like on here how it says salads, raw vegetable salads. That should be here. Like you can have a ton of veggies, salads, fruits, eat them up. But this fist here, think of your starchy carbs, like your whole grains, your rices, your pastas, your potatoes. Yummy. Okay, so try to keep within this size. Okay, so I feel like we should do this again, like, but that's kind of on point. And then this last one, we always like to keep it in just for fun because it's funny. This is not what you should eat every single day, guys, but if you are going to eat chips, crackers, pretzels, something like that, small portion, not heaping hand size full of chips, okay, and just keep it in portion control. This is the one thing I'd love you guys to take away from this counting calories aspect of this call, is that where you're going to hit your goals and how you're going to hit your goals is making sure that you're having the right amount of portion control for your body, for your goals, for your needs. Okay, so if you get confused at any time during the challenge, ask us. We teach you all along the way. I'm gonna, does anyone need the PPT up anymore or need me to go back to anything? So I'm just gonna close it and open for Q&A. No, okay. I'm gonna close it so I can see you. Okay, turn back on your cameras, you guys. I want to see your beautiful faces. Actually, yeah, before you jump off, you guys, if you need to go, we have a Q&A now, okay? I'm gonna open it because ask me about your goals, ask me about your challenge, etc. Please open your camera because I'm a big doofus and a big dork and I like to say it a lot, but I like to take a photo of all my peeps because it's us. We're K2Fit, we're a community, we're family. So everyone, if you can, open your camera and I'm gonna take a photo. Yay! Oh, you beautiful people. Thank you for opening your photos, Karen, Delia, Catherine, awesome. Okay, ready team? Everyone smiling. Oh, Natalie's in. Yes, Natalie, good job. All right. Okay, everyone smiling or doing whatever you like. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Thank you. You guys are the best. You guys, thank you so much for joining this workshop. I really hope that you gained some value from this. I know it was a lot of information. I would normally put this into at least 2 workshops, but I kind of wanted to like just give you a quick head start on the challenge, on what you can do and just, yeah, your life in general and help you as best I can. So with that said, do you guys have any questions about anything I said? You're welcome, Stella. Anything I said or any other questions you may have?
This is for lunch and dinner.
Oh, Sarah, sorry, I missed that. Yes, lunch. Yeah, you can think of it as your main meals, lunch and dinner. If you're having like a sit down meal, not just grabbing a yogurt on the go between, work, like a snack. So this lunch, dinner. Yeah. You guys have been amazing so far. Any other questions? Yeah, if you got confused on your BMR, let's see, my BMR is 1500, but I average 12,000 daily at work. How should I calculate that into daily challenge? So that would be inclusive of that. You still just want to do your TDEE based on the exercises of the challenge. And that will give you how many calories. Does that make sense? iPhone 183. Sorry, I don't know who it is.
Yeah, so she should get scales. I said using photos is a good way as well.
Yeah, Delia, yeah, I mean, you don't have to get a scale, buddy. For sure, no. But at the beginning of the challenge, at the end of the challenge, we want to know where you started from, where you ended at. Remember, if you're already like at your approximate size weight, you're just looking to reshape, get stronger, get fitter, you're not looking for a big massive change, then a scale might not be important. If you're looking for 1 to 2 kilos a week losing during the challenge, which is very, very doable, guys, you may want to scale, because then you can do that once a week check-in, just once a week. Don't obsess over the scale. Okay, the weight will come off as you implement the strategies of the challenge, implement the strategies that we've just gone over. Oh, okay. Hi, Sarah. You're our first ultimate ewer. I'm sorry we didn't have a trip to Bali back then, buddy, but congratulations on being the ultimate ewer then. Hi, thanks for joining. Questions about you, Julie? Yeah, sure. You can shoot those to me in WhatsApp. And guys, I hope you don't mind. Sometimes I voice message back because it takes me a lot less time than typing. And we do talk to hundreds and thousands of people on a day-to-day basis. So we want to be as effective as possible. And if you want to listen to more of my dulcet tones, you can get my audiobook. So if you don't have my audiobook and you want it, let me know. I'll send it to you for free, of course. Why we give everything for free?
We're generous.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're generous. Okay, team. Any other questions? I've had so much fun. I'm sorry, I'm been the one talking, but again, I hope you got your calories. I hope you know your goals. You've got your tips and you know what to implement. Christy has just given you the book for free in the chat. So if you want to copy that and paste it somewhere that you can open it later. Yes, for the health and wellness bundle link. So that the health and wellness bundle, the upgrade, it comes out tomorrow. So you get the extra program starting tomorrow, everything. And yeah, so Ginny, I'll send you a message. Okay. Anyone else need the health and wellness bundle? Just DM me. Okay, guys. I don't want to keep you any longer. I'm sure you guys got kids and cakes to eat. Wait, don't eat kids. Eat cake. Why you let me on mics? All right, you beautiful peeps. I'm gonna go meet with my coaches and captains in the next call so we can give you the best challenge ever. We start September 26th. Signups are still open. So tell all your friends and family. It's the best program they could possibly get. You get like 20 coaches helping you along the way. Let's go. Go team, go. Love you guys. Thanks for your time. Have an amazing day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, team.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.